Are you looking for the best ham radio amplifiers for 2024? I have meticulously analyzed and reviewed the top models on the market to give you the most comprehensive and unbiased insights. From build quality and ease of use to power output and pricing, I dive into the key aspects that matter most. Price information and all amplifiers mentioned in the video are available in the description. Let's dive into the world of ham radio amplifiers and discover the best picks for 2024. Number 3, Ameritron ALS 600S, Best Budget Ham Radio Amplifier. The attractive price tag of the Ameritron ALS 600S is a big driver for its popularity. Amplifiers tend to be expensive, so even a small difference in the price percentage can translate to hundreds of dollars in savings. And Ameritron has built a solid reputation with its cost-effective solid-state amplifiers. Ameritron ALS 600S is often compared to another offering by the company, the ALS 600. Effectively, there is no difference between these two models. Both of these use the same amplifiers but different power supplies. The ALS 600S uses the more modern switching power supply, while the ALS 600 uses the classic linear or transformer power supply. The included power supply with this model is capable of working with 120-220 volts alternating current, 50-60 Hz. You can place the amplifier on top of the power supply if so desired, or push the power supply to sit out of the way. An included illuminated cross needle on the power supply is helpful in checking input voltage and current on the 50 VDC line. It also does a fairly good job at voltage regulation. Ameritron ALS 600S uses 4 TMOS RF power FETs for dependable solid-state performance. It doesn't quite require tuning and offers continuous coverage from 1.5 MHz to 22 MHz. This solid-state amplifier is practically plug-and-play, making it very easy to set up and use. Overall, Ameritron ALS 600S is an excellent amplifier for the price. It's easy to use to the point of being almost plug-and-play, has a robust design, and its power supply handles things really well. It could do better with protection for the finals, but it is entirely out of play. To sum up, what I like is the attractive pricing. It's easy to use. The power supply is dependable. Simple switch between operate standby. It doesn't need tuning or warm up. On the downside, it needs better protection for the finals, and the manual could use an update. Number 2, Alpha 9500, Best Premium Ham Radio Amplifier. Alpha 9500 amplifier really looks every bit as premium as expected and shows off great features and capabilities to match. The series of buttons and lights on this amplifier give it some of that serious business-like appearance. Of course, there's more to the amplifier than just buttons and lights. The 9500 works in the range of 1.8 to 29.7 MHz and can offer 1500 watt continuous power output for SSB, CW, FM, and even digital modes. It prefers a 60 watt input to make it all work flawlessly, but can make do with as low as 45 watts. Going beyond appearance, the amplifier impresses even with its build quality. The aluminum chassis is solid and built to withstand the test of time, and the same philosophy goes on towards internal components as well. Alpha has chosen to go with quality and with parts that are easily accessible. The company puts forward the use of the 3CX 1500A7 8877 type tube triode as an easy way to find replacement solution. Alpha calls it cheap, even though it costs well over $1,000. However, in the grand scheme of things and amplifier costs, one might consider it reasonably priced. Alpha 9500 can be remotely controlled through RS-232 or USB. The company also offers Alpha remote software with the amplifier to make things easier. Users can control the amplifier or view important parameters directly through this software. Several HF radios allow remote control through software, so the addition of amplifier control through software can really be helpful. The amplifier can connect to up to 4 antennas, and the user can select their desired antenna through buttons at the front. It can also tune and switch bands automatically, though the user may choose to override these with manual controls. Overall, Alpha 9500 is an excellent amplifier that's built to last and easy to repair if necessary. The amplifier handles its job rather well, though the price might be a downside. To sum up, what I like is the tough build and body, the clean design and construction, the remote software control, the 1500 watt output power, the auto tuning allows manual override, and parts are easy to repair, replace. On the downside, it's expensive, and the manufacturer appears to have business issues. Number 1. ACOM 1000 HF, our top choice. Its controls might give the impression of minimalism, but the ACOM 1000 HF amplifier is a well-designed and feature-rich amplifier. This amplifier has the reputation of being tough and reliable, both very desirable qualities in an expensive system. The amplifier is somewhat compact, with a rather simple interface. A small backlit display shows the output power, but can also show text messages and several other functions. Simple controls are available for tuning, band selection, and load. The robustness and thoughtful design of this amplifier become evident with its protection features that safeguard against faults with tuning, power, and user error. The amplifier can withstand up to 300 watts reflected power, soft AC line, or drive spikes up to 100 milliseconds. As for output power, this amplifier can go all the way to 1000 watts. However, the compact unit needs some assistance in the form of an auxiliary fan if you choose to remain at high power for more than 15 minutes. While somewhat annoying, this part isn't all that troublesome. ACOM characterizes this as an HF plus 6 meter linear amplifier that can cover the frequency range from 1.8 MHz to 54 MHz. Setting it up requires some effort, but remains a simple process. You can use the tuning aid to match antennas precisely. True Resistance Indicator, TRI, is perhaps one of the more impressive features of this amplifier. It makes tuning convenient enough to be handled in a few seconds. The Auto Aid is another helpful feature that can handle several tasks automatically, though users can override this to handle the amplifier manually. Another notable aspect is that the ACOM 1000 happens to be amongst the quietest, if not the quietest, amplifiers in this category. While adding an auxiliary fan might change things slightly, the amplifier still manages to keep noise down. Overall, ACOM 1000 HF is an excellent linear amplifier that offers excellent performance, good protection against manual and electric faults, convenient tuning with TRI, and low noise. With its price and performance, it adds some weight to ACOM's somewhat ambitious claim of this being world's best value amateur high-frequency amplifier. To sum up, what I like is the clean and simple design, the dependable and robust build quality. TRI makes it very easy to tune, good protection against reflected power, 300 watt or drive spikes, and 1000 watt output power. On the downside, some components might be difficult to source, and it needs auxiliary fan to operate on high power for longer times.